sorry, the jury. Oh God, what's happened there? Hang on, stand by. Okay, 1 second. What the hell? Okay, stand by. Are we here? We're here. God, what happened there? What a way to start a stream. Things went weird. Things went really weird. I don't know what was going on there. I just need to set that camera up because I've unplugged it now, which means that it's going to try and keep autofocusing, I think. So let me turn that off. There we go. Don't know what happened there. That was bizarro. There was a steward's inquiry there. Carl, I thought you got it, but you didn't. Greg Carter got there first. So it was Greg Carter, as you can see there. Sorry, Greg, I didn't actually see that. It's because I've got two chat streams on go. So I managed to see it over this side. So well done, Greg. I really thought that was random. I didn't think anyone would get that, but I suppose I shouldn't have left the dates in, should I? So Houston, we certainly did have a problem, but we fixed it in the end. Everything's still working again. And it should still enable me to say hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Yeah, I can't believe I managed to fix that. When that happens, if a webcam freezes on OBS, what I can do is go into the webcam, deactivate it, and activate it again. And that didn't work, so I had to manually pull the plug. And normally, because this is OBS is new, I normally have a little technical difficulties thing that I can click on so you can see that. But I forgot to put it on here. So all I've got is the tumbleweed. And I haven't looped to that, so it can only go around one way. But there you go. I'm not on the Kraken tonight. No, I'm on the Pepsi tonight. Because it's been quite a fun week this week. It's been a week of finishing models. So I said the F40's done. The marble run's done, which is just there. I've been having an enormous amount of fun with that, Howard, I have to say, after the Patreon stream last night. And what was the other one we've done? The Poker bike, the Poker Ducati bike. Now, I've changed some of the builds around what I'm doing this week. Picking the kiddies up tomorrow. And I'm taking an earlier trip than I normally would because I want to try and pick up some more of the Lancaster Bomber. I've got a couple waiting for me anyway. Mrs. Welder Wayne's parents' house. Mrs. Welder Wayne, are you in here tonight? I don't even know if she's in here tonight. Perhaps she's just being quiet. You want to see the marbles run? I'll show you in a second. But so I'm going to try and pick it up. So for that reason, tomorrow we're going to finish one bike like we've just done, and we're starting the Rossi bike. So the Rossi bike's going to be on the channel tomorrow. 1 second. There. I'm going to have to set a camera up. So stand by. You can see how this looks. Let me... hope it's probably not going to work now. But, well, we'll see. Zoom it out. Okay. Don't know if this is going to work. I'm just going to... I need to put my microphone on, otherwise you're not going to hear me. If the stream froze, just F5. I haven't dropped any frames, that's for sure. So, here we go. So, if I go over to the Black Magic, I don't know if this is working. It is. There we go. Let's zoom out this camera if I can. There we go. And I think we're ready to go. So, we just pick the balls up, and as you can see, they go down. They fall into the holes here. And then when another ball goes over the top, it will activate them all. But if I keep turning it... hang on. See, that one's just gone down there. I want to get one to come over this side here. So let me just move that back there. It does it automatically, but I want to... Come on. This way. Ah! Stand by it. I'm going to make it go over to the other side. There we go. So it starts all of this lot up, and then they all go down this thing here. Oh, God. You see, I've got... You need to have it perfectly balanced. If I've learned anything, that, because that needs to be able to drop this way. This needs to go more like that. I'm just lifting it up because my desk isn't straight, you see. And then that way, when they come down, that would go down on that side. It does normally work. It's only since I put it on camera and it doesn't, but I've been playing with this all day. Nice little thing. It took about three Patreon streams, I think. But yeah, funny little thing. Hello, Todd. How's it going? We're just playing with random stuff here. Couple of things. Bergdis. Don't know if you can help out. I've had an email today from someone who's in another Scandinavian country. He's in Denmark. He's been getting stuff from someone in Germany from Fanhome. And I don't know what's happened, but he can't get it anymore. Is there any way Fanhome will deliver to Scandinavian countries? I think he was doing the Dodge Charger. I don't know. But I don't know if it's the same in Iceland as it is in Denmark or Sweden, or haven't got a clue. But I said I'd ask on live stream because I haven't got a clue. So I can't help him. Oh, you are here. Everyone wishes you well, Mrs. Welderwayne. Just so you know, because you've been under the weather. So sorry to hear that. Okay, we've got, believe it or not, some merch on the map tonight. I can't believe this one. First one we've got is, let me just, we have got Stephen Good. Now, I haven't watched Emmerdale, but from what I understand, the Woolpack is it a pub in Emmerdale, the soap opera? You're wearing a Let's Get Cracking shirt. Stephen's been on the channel quite a few times on the map in different locations, which I think is excellent. But thank you for that picture, Stephen. And then the other one, you know I was going to get you in on this, but it's my brother has decided to do some advertising in Niagara Falls. He's in Niagara Falls at the moment. Oh, he was. And that's him there wearing the World of Wayne shirt. Looking nice in the background. I think that's Niagara Falls. It looks like Niagara Falls. I'm just wondering what that structure on the left is. That some sort of viewing platform? I don't remember seeing that in Superman 2, I have to say. Although saying that, Superman 2 was the terror, that was the normal cut, wasn't it? Let me just drop that marble down there. Not the Richard Donner cut. I think I prefer the Richard Donner cut. I don't like the elevator bit at the start and all of that. But I'm probably in the minority with that one. Yeah, mine stay in the holes. It's only today that the little swing on top of this that makes it go from one side to the other is playing up a little bit. But I do think it's got to do with the balance. So, can I attach the V8? They go slower, but you know what we need, Bergdis? We need more ball bearings. I mean, it comes with like 9 or 10. I think if we had 20 on the go, yeah, it'd be cool. Adrian, I've always been fascinated with things like that. I was telling the patrons, I used to have a clock, which was ball bearing clock, and the ball bearings would fall down a run just like that, and it will tell you what the hours, the minutes, and the seconds were. And the seconds one would actually go round on like a hand, but carry one ball bearing, and then it will drop that ball bearing for the next. Oh, they're on eBay. Just look at marble clock, and you'll see. You've had confirmation of Pack 10 of the Route Master, Howard. I haven't. The only thing I've got here is the Titanic, and I was going to do that tomorrow, but there's a fair bit to do, so I don't want to rush that because I've only got limited time tomorrow, so I'm going to do that on Monday. And I have got the fire truck now as well. Pack 7. So that'll be going soon as well. Yes, it's the pub in Emmerdale. Thank you. I haven't got a clue, Mike. I haven't got a clue. Yes, Wayne. Talk forward to me. Oh, forward to me. Thank you for that, Pete. I will pass that on. I appreciate that because I really didn't have a clue, so I thought who better to know than the community there. Now, Rube Goldberg machines are brilliant. You know what? If I could have one in there, I could build one, couldn't I, around this workshop? So you know, if I want a Pepsi or something, I can just drop a marble here, and everything will start moving and contracting, and then yeah, it's a good idea. You got a funeral to go to. That's not good, Howard. That's a strange date to have a funeral. I've never known a funeral on a Saturday, I have to say. Not good. Not good at all. Hello, Alex. How's it going? We do think, yeah, Mrs. Wordaway might have contracted something from school. Who knows? You know, they're going back to school and everyone's mingling again. Who knows? But I think you're coming out of it now, aren't you, Mrs. Wordaway? So it's all cool. Superman 2, I recorded the audio on the cassette when I was a kid. Always used to listen to that at bedtime. Really? I love Superman 2, but I prefer the Donner cut. I mean, I only saw the Donner cut recently. I always remember the Eiffel Tower piece, but it's all cool. Now, Lou, at the start of this stream, I was mentioning the Mandela effect with Transformers. Now, is it me? Because when I do the Transformers transforming noise, because I want it when I'm doing the Transformer build, I just want nothing but that noise. I used to think it was high to low, so it goes like that. Sorry for the pathetic sound effects, but the only sound bites that I can find go the other way around. Go. I'm sure it went. Can someone, if anyone understands what the hell I'm going on about, can someone confirm that, or is that just me having a Mandela effect? Ah, Lou, very good. It's well away. I've got to check your pupils and your pupils. I don't think I'll be allowed in the school to check those pupils. Donner Cut's the same ending as Superman 1, really? I've got the Donner Cut on here. Has anyone, because I've seen 5 minutes of it and I was kind of impressed, but I need to see the rest of it. Has anyone seen the new Quantum Leap in the US? I don't think it's out in the UK at the moment, but a friend's, uncle's, aunt's, brother's, sister's close relation who knows someone has got me a copy. So I've been watching, but I haven't seen it yet. But from what I saw for the first 5-10 minutes, it looked quite fun. I'll probably finish watching that after the stream. You've been to Niagara, Steve? I haven't. It's somewhere I want to go. I've been to New York, and it's not really a long drive from New York, is it? Is it 5 hours from New York to Niagara? Be a fun drive. Low to high. No, I never. I've always thought it's. Everyone remembers low to high. God, what's wrong with me then? Did it? I used to think it went low to high when it's transforming from a robot to like a vehicle, and then the other way around when it was transferring from a vehicle back to the robot again. But it could be a Mandela effect. I don't know. Oh yeah, it as Wills said, I'm sure it did. If they transfer, yeah, I just can't. I don't know. Things we talk about on screens. There are both versions going up to turn from a robot and down. Well, see, Luke, I cannot find a soundbite for that way, high to low. I might have to just reverse the audio and see how that comes out. Don't know. But thank you for confirming that, because I thought I was going absolutely crazy. No, it wasn't the Pirate. I can't even access the Pirate Bay. I think every unless you've got a VPN, every internet provider here has banned any variation of trying to get hold of that. So I wouldn't pirate anything anyway, Datehole. Oh, catch me do that. I can't condone that. You passed your level 2 plastering. Well done. Okay, so tonight I've got an update of the workstation from David over at Tyrell Models. Now, the workstation is going to be coming out soon. This one is going to be retired. This one is absolutely filthy, covered in glue. It doesn't hold the tools that I want it to. Apart from the mat, which is just new, I mean, the plastic's gone weird. It's because I've spilt so much, I almost swore then, stuff on it. It's mainly super glue and resin. I want to take better care of the next one I get. So I'm just going to hand you over to David, who's going to give you an update of the new workstation.
Well, hello everyone. I thought I'd give you an update on the workstation project. You should have received a newsletter from me recently, which gives you some details about pricing and shipping, that kind of thing. If you haven't received that newsletter, do get in touch. I might have your email address incorrect, or there may be some issues with delivery, but you should have received that newsletter by now. If you literally put your name down for this initial batch. So come back to me if you haven't received that newsletter. It's very important I have everyone's email address correct. So what I'm going to do is I'll flip the camera around so I can point this phone at the floor of my workshop, and I can actually show you the completed workstation, which would actually come out to you guys. So give me a second, and I'll just flip the camera. Well, hey everyone. So this is the completed workstation. All of the components came in this morning. And the good news is they all fit together beautifully. So that is the completed workstation. There's no more design work to be done. All the manufacturing has been tested. All the prototypes were absolutely fine. So that is the workstation project complete. I think you've been following maybe these videos over the last few months. I think it's been about a year for this project. As I said, that's the completed station. That's what you actually get in the box when you purchase one of these. As I mentioned, the mat does come with it, and that fits into the recess here. Just show you the components on the back. That's the completed set that will ship with each of the workstations. Let me just show you the back, where you can see where these actual components of the back are located. There's 8 screws which you literally just need to screw into the base. You can probably put this together in less than 10 minutes. It's very easy to put together. As I said, the back section is what you screw to the baseboard, and then the front section, of course, is modular. All of these components snap off the back. They're all standardized at the front, so you can change around the order wherever you want some of these components to actually sit. It's entirely up to you how you do that, and if you see all the ZEP components that would be good for your workstation, you can buy those because they're all standard. This is not a bespoke ZEP system. This is the exact ZEP system which you can buy off the shelf. All of these components are all standard, so if you want one that isn't here, then you can get hold of ZEP in a lot of different places. Some of the components will be on my store at some point, but if there are certain ones that you want to put in, you can certainly do that and then just snap them onto an area on the front section. What I will do is, of course, I'll have this one and this one available as additional components if you want one. If you wanted, say, 2 of these racks, they will be available on the store at some point. Likewise with the this component here, because that was specially made for this workstation. So guys, there you go. That's the workstation project complete. Let me just sort of pull back a little bit. That's now finished. What I'm doing next is I'm looking for a better box. I'm not happy with the shipping box at the moment, so I'm looking at improving that massively over the next hopefully next week or so. I have a few things which will be arriving next week, so that should be sorted. So what I'll do then is I'll contact you all again via the newsletter to let you know that it's ready for ordering. Then I'll basically ask everyone to make their payment, and then I can place the order. But again, thanks again for the interest in this project, and I'll speak to you soon.
And there we go. When I get that, then obviously I'll put it on the channel and you'll see it assembled. But that will be the one that I'll be using all the time from now on. It's still one of the most emailed things that people ask, where did I get the workstation from? And obviously the company that made this one is no longer with us, so it's good that that's actually now going to be available towards the later half of the year. But if anyone's already put their names down, you should have received an email. But you can see this over at Tyrell Models, and the website is there for that. But I can't wait to change this one out, because I think it's because where I've been sanding resin in here, using aerosols, if you don't get the dust layer off straight away, it sort of beds in. Plus spiders are like living in this one at the moment as well, and occasionally during some of my live streams you will see the spiders running across the desk, so that's fun. Ed, I missed that. I should have said that about the plasterer. Getting his plastering qualification, he should get plastered. And there was one other comment that I just saw here, which was from Todd, although I cannot find your comment now. I've never been to stand by. I'm looking. I've never been to Niagara Falls, so the picture, I thought the picture that you had there was like the main falls, but it's something that I'd like to do. It'd be on a bucket list. Mrs. World Away, and here we go. Funny story. When we went to his Bethel went too. What? Why would you say that? He's probably in here. If you are, hi, Russell. Oh, bless. That's embarrassed me already. Where's my technical difficulties card? I've lost all train of thought now. I haven't got a clue. Actually, while that was going on, I put things back. You'd be pleased to know my Gremlin. I've done the 3D glasses. I got the blue acetate there, as you can see, which is cool. But you know what? I tried to do so much detail on the eyes, and I've really learned a valuable lesson when you're doing eyes is that do the best job you possibly can, and then the pièce de résistance is this top coat, this nail varnish top coat, which it just makes the eyes come alive. And I never ever used that technique before. I can't even think who told me to use it. Was it you, Lou? I don't know, but they've come out beautifully. So much so that I don't actually want to put the glasses on the Gremlin because it hides all that detail. Whoops, I'm probably going to break it now by just chucking it off. So let's put them on just so you can see that they do fit on there. They sort of go over the ears. I don't know. Should I keep them on? Or I had them on his feet because I just think it hides the eyes. And all that work I did to put in the eyes in, it's a shame that it went like that. But there you go. The Hasbro channel on YouTube has all G1 Transformers. Really? I was going to order the DVD set, Stuart. Just to refresh my memory, because I'll be honest with you, the last time I saw Transformers, apart from the movie, which is the... if you saw the Transformers little intro that I did the other day, I cut pieces from the movie in there. I'm talking about the cartoon movie, not the live action one. But yeah, I haven't seen the series for a long, long time. You had armed police on Sark yesterday. Why? An aggravated burglary. Who would... Sark's in the middle of nowhere. I mean, what's the population on Sark, Philip? There can't be that many people over there. But saying that, if you ever watch things like Death in Paradise, it's a classic that me and Mrs. World of Wayne talk about. The Death in Paradise is on a small island. And now, is it Martinique? Or it's got, I think it's a fictional island, but they have more murders on that tiny island than anywhere in the world. And it seems like every other week they have a murder. So I don't think I'd like to go to that destination on holiday. Death in Paradise is like a detective show, if you don't know over here. And it's just funny because it's set on a desert island with hardly any population, but there's always a murder every week. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's like Father Brown, if you watch that in the UK as well. That he's there's always a murder in that constituency, and the vicar is always in on it. He's always he's like the who's the, not Miss Marple, who's the busybody, Murder She Wrote woman, Angela Lansbury. It's like that busybody father goes in and starts solving crimes. And no one thinks, why is there so many murders in our village? Yeah, the read-along books. I used to have the Indiana Jones ones of them, Jamie. Read-along books. They were excellent. And they had the dramatic music and everything in it. Matter of fact, me and Mrs. World of Wayne, we've been going, when we go to bed at night, we've been having a retelling of Lord of the Rings. So I've got the unabridged version of it. So I think it was 16, 17 hours, I think. I think it was longer than that, actually. Perhaps it was in the 20s. For the Fellowship of the Ring, which just finished, so we're now on the Two Towers. It's all fun. I wish the main man in Quantum Leap, Dr. Sam Decker, was in the new one. You know what? I'm sure they're going to find a way, David, to bring him back in one of the episodes. They like doing these cameos, but, you know, what would Scott Bakula do now? He's, what is he doing now after Enterprise? Did he go on to anything else, or is he retired now? I don't know. Any Eaglemoss updates? Absolutely nothing. I'll be honest with you, Richard. I don't think we're going to hear any Eaglemoss updates. I think the next updates we're going to hear will be from the companies that have taken over the file and asking if you want to continue your collection. I don't think you're ever going to hear from anything from Eaglemoss again, or about Eaglemoss. They will just go silently into the night. But some people have received email correspondence from, is it Premium Collectibles or is it IXO, something like that? just saying that they've got your data, and if they do send you an email, it might be for permission that they can use your data for such reasons as to see if you want to continue the collection. Don't know. That whole GDPR thing is, I mean, it was new to me about 2020. How long? 2 years? So 3 years, perhaps 3 years ago. When did GDPR come out? 2018, wasn't it? And I still can't get my head around it. Obviously, you folks in America, you don't have to deal with that. But in the UK, every website we go on, we get a blimmin' pop-up screen saying what information they're taking from your website and if we accept and decline it. It's crazy. Almost every website. And you can't stop it. It's pre-programmed into the web language, so it's not like a pop-up window either. It just comes over the top of whatever you're reading, so you can't read anything. Pain in the neck. You saw the new Quantum Leap. Now that only came out a few days ago, didn't it? Didn't it come out Monday? Did the person leap into Sam's body when Sam leaped into the new body? I don't know. I need to watch the whole thing and see what's going on. I think it's £169, Kerry. I think that's with the mat as well. I know David was talking about tools and some of the tools you need, like sprue cutters, screwdrivers and stuff. I don't know what's happening with that, but obviously register your interest and he'll keep you informed on the newsletter anyway. So it's all cool. I don't think there's a date, David. I was looking for a date, and that's pretty much why my uncle's, aunt's, best friend's, cousin's person managed to find one that I could watch. They may have. I haven't got a clue. I mean, I haven't had any contact with anyone. And remember, you've got a few arms of IXO. You've got IXO, who are the manufacturers. You've got IXO Collectibles, which you know, the Peugeot and the Porsche. I don't know if they're going to take things on. Don't know. I don't know if one of the other model companies are going to take it on. I mean, I think there was a lot of interest when Eaglemoss went under, but the legal side of it has got to be done and dusted. I'm sure the creditors for Eaglemoss want their money, so God knows what's happening there. Who knows? But, and I think, I can't remember who I had a conversation with this, but with the problems that the Enterprise had, would a company pick that up, knowing those problems? Because I think to fix those problems, you need to rewind some of that build and bring it back. And if that's the case, what we've built up to at the moment is pretty much a waste of time. So, don't know what my thoughts about that. I would be shocked if someone continues the Enterprise build with the problems it had. Because I think Eaglemoss would have had a customer service nightmare later on in the build where some of the things that were supposed to happen don't happen. But I did see Ben Robinson saying about the light leaks, and he did make a very blasé statement about it's probably because it hasn't been put together right. What? That's crap. Absolute crap. But I'm happy to call them out. Niagara Falls turn step by step, inch by inch. I don't know, Mrs. Rolderwayne, have you had any inkling that you want to go to Niagara Falls? Because, you know, we could buddy it up with a New York holiday one day. You know, because I'm on a Louisville holiday again next year. I don't know if Phil's going. Phil's been very busy the last couple of months, so he's I don't know if he's going next year. I take it you're going to be going, Lou. Someone will be there at Louisville next year, I hope. I must be on my own. It's my little bit where Mrs. Welderwayne's letting me off my lead now. Just for those 4 days. I'm only there from I arrived the Thursday, and I'll be leaving again on the Monday. So it's a short hop over the pond. I haven't booked my plane tickets yet, but I've got a friend who works or used to work in some airlines, and he says the best time to book flights is around about December 27th onwards, because the prices just drop after Christmas. So I'm taking his advice on that. hiding the detail was the mission objective at Wayne's. It was, but you know, it's looking at it now, I like how it looks there. I don't know. I suppose when you're up close, I can always take them off, but I think I'll leave it like that. It's just Gizmo. Gizmo came out a lot better than I thought it would. because I struggle with the colours. Again, I'm asking Mrs. World of Wayne, Gizmo's fur, is it brown? It looks kind of gingerish to me, but I struggle with colour blindness big time. So, and like the Gremlin, I had the Gremlin quite a dark green, but you watch Gremlins, he's almost a blackish green. So I've modelled it not from the cover. I actually took screen grabs from Gremlins and modelled it from that. And I didn't realise on all the puppets and models, you see these little lines on his fingers where you got these stripes on his arms. He hasn't got them in the film. And like his claws as well. I was going to make claws that look more like dog claws with ivory. They're black. Both the claws on the hand and the feet are black. So I was like, oh, okay. So I modelled it like that. I didn't do any of the detailing on the back, but I did on the back of the head and the ears, because you don't see the back because he's sitting in a chair. But the flocking came out perfect, and that was flocked on top of flocking. So I am a flocking master now. When we did the time machine and Lou showed us his Elvira model, I had never heard of flocking. But so impressed by that, we flocked the time machine, and now everything in this place needs to be flocked. And that should start the bots coming in, I would have thought now. You collect the Transformers, you've got hundreds of them. Well, I've got my little Bumblebee just there, which I think was Brian McDonald. Was that you who sent me that? He's just there. And I took it out the packet. I'm sorry, because I wanted to play with it. So, same as Midsummer Wayne. How's it going, Ian? You all right? Well, I you know what? I had to cut out like a 1 centimetre by ½ centimetre little square. I've got 10 sheets of that acetate now in red and blue. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, or what do you call it? Paper, acetone paper, OHP paper. I don't know. It's like a plastic colour, so I'm going to find a use for it. But perhaps I should just put them both over my eyes and look at online old retro 3D pictures. Oh, is it the Midsummer Murders? I've never watched them, Ian. Sam Marie, thank you, Mrs. World of Wayne, who's the knowledge of that. Every time I come here, Mrs. World of Wayne's normally watching Escape to the Chateau, or Chateau DIY is it now, some jewellery making programme, some pottery making programme, or some murder mystery thing. Which is why, you know, I have to be really nice to her, because she knows every single way to kill me and hide the evidence. Birdrak was on the Channel Islands. God, I remember that. Wayne, did you also collect and build... What was that? Cybot the Robot many, many years ago, all from Diostini. No, that wasn't me. It sounds good though. What was Cybot? My son Riley, he loves robots. He wants me to get one of these Osmos. Is that what it's called? Little thing with eyes. I don't know. A lot of money for a little robot, I have to say. Oh, it's a fictional name. Look. The Story of Death in Paradise. If you haven't watched it in the US, I'm sure it's on some sort of BBC over there. It stars the guy from Love Actually, who goes, I'm from Basildon. I can't remember the guy's name. And it also stars Cat from Red Dwarf, but I don't think he's in the later series. Oh, no problems, Andrew. I don't know what message I responded to, Andrew. What message did I respond to? Were you the one who was asking about Scandinavia and Denmark? Because we think we got a solution for that. Oh, you do watch it, so it is in the US. There you go. And Father Ted, yeah, Father Ted. See, there's another Red Dwarf link. Because Father Ted is what's his little name in Red Dwarf? I can't remember his name. It's Lister's mate in Red Dwarf. More murders than people. I did when I was in LA. I was hinting to Phil that we should go to, is it Santa Clara from the Lost Boys? But apparently that's way, way, way down the coast. So it's miles away. The murder capital of the world. We had a show like that. Father Dowling Mysteries starred the guy who was the dad on Happy Days, if I remember right. I don't really watch a lot of TV, only the shows that I like watching, and then I make the effort to try and get them on demand. I don't really know why I pay a TV license, because I don't think I watch any on-demand TV. Mrs. World of Wayne's always watching catch-up. But, you know, I'm doing my bit for the BBC, I suppose. Ah, you see, that's it. Mrs. World of Wayne. Look, the Vicar's the murderer. It's the best cover, isn't it? because I always wanted to see one of the I can't pronounce it. It's not like, I butcher names like Corduroy trousers, and I had a problem with strategy before, but I'm getting better saying that. But Poirot. One day they should have made one where he actually has done it. He's killed someone. I think he got arrested in an episode, but he proved his innocence. But no, I'd like to say, yeah, it's a fair cop. It was me. That's what keeps the real estate prices down. All the murders. Yeah, but it's still a holiday destination, Lou, this place. It just makes me laugh. But seriously, there must be about 1,000 people on this island. And if they're having a murder every week, and the series has been going, and we're on season 10 now, that's a lot of murders. Oh, Jessica Fletcher, thank you. At least I got the actress right. Oh, so you think it was a delivery that's got the problem, not fan home? It's weird. But you're in where are you? Michigan way, aren't you? From what I remember. Hey, Howard, we got some stuff still to send to you. We've got a whole pile of it, but we're having to do it in batches so we can get under the weight limit. So you will be expecting some stuff soon. And Gunny, if you're watching this, Bruce, we've got some Iron Man magazines for you here as well. Oh, does he? Ah, so he's still employed then. Oh, bless him. Is Mark Harmon still doing that? Because you know what? Mark Harmon, I saw him in Summer School. I don't think I saw him in anything else after that. He just turned up in NCIS. Did he play a serial killer in something? I can't remember. Sam is not going to be back at this time. He refused due to the way they have done the reboot. Really? I mean, he can't have thought they were going to do a reboot with him, surely. Unless he didn't have any creative say in it, I suppose. But, the problem with these new series starting is that I got stung with Firefly. Because I loved Firefly and they cancelled after the first season. And I don't know if it's me, but on Netflix, if there's something to watch and I'm getting into it, I'm always worried that they're going to cancel it after one season. And I just lose interest in watching it then. So I think the only thing that I've been watching House of the Dragon, I've been enjoying that. I like Rings of Power, although the last episode's been slow. And She-Hulk is... it's all right. It's watchable. But what's the other show I've been watching? Cobra Kai. When I watched Cobra Kai season, it's because I like the Karate Kid. They could have cancelled that after the first season. I still would have watched it. But love Cobra Kai. I binged that. I think it came out 8 o'clock in the morning in the UK. I had it all done and dusted by 1 in the afternoon. So 10 episodes, a half hour each. No problems. Oh, so NCS got see what I mean? We're just talking about the cancelling stuff now. Where's the tumbleweed? It's still on here, look. That's my go-to. I need to really put hang on a second. I've got it somewhere. So I have got technical difficulties. I just couldn't find it. Oh, damn it. So look. That's what I should have put on. You see, when it's not available on a button for me, I miss out. Actors rarely retire. They stop getting roles. Well, apparently Jim Carrey's retired now. He made the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and said, that's it, I'm done. Quite a lot of people have done that. Joe Pesci said that as well, and then he turned up in The Irishman. But, George Clooney, he's been retired for a while, but then there's now rumours of Ocean's 14, even though 2 of the stars are no longer with us from Ocean's 11. So, I like the Ocean's film, though. Didn't like Ocean's 12 too much. Ocean's 13 was brilliant, but I do like that series of films. Everyone's filling me in on what Scott Bakula's been up to. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. You love a good cozy murder program. You also like a good cozy postage as well. Mrs. World Wayne does something that I got her for Christmas called Cozy Killer. And basically they send her clues and stuff through the post of, so I don't know if it's a murder or what. I'm sure you can explain it better than me, Mrs. World Wayne. And she's got to try and solve the murder. This is the second one she's done now. And this is what I mean about how I terrified. She knows every way to do me over. And then she wanted me to take her to Alnwick Castle, on just north of Newcastle. It's actually pronounced Alnwick. It's actually spelt Alnwick, but in the UK it's pronounced Alnwick. But they've got a poison garden. She wants me to take her to the poison garden. GDPR is the bane of your life. I can understand, Wills, because when I worked in the car industry and I was calling customers regarding their car, I used to be able to say, here's your registration, just to let you know your car, but we couldn't do that. We couldn't divulge information about the car. You know, and just phoning people up out the blue, being very cryptic, is not a way to get customers to engage with you. So, but I'm glad I got out of that. Take care, Lou. Enjoy yourself. Where you got the gremlins from? Okay, well, the gremlin was sent to me by Will Dickey, who's a friend of mine who lives in Utah. Get the right state. It's a 3D resin print which he's printed for me, but it comes from stand by. I'm going to try and get you a name. His name is the name's actually on the bottom of this thing, but I don't want to turn it upside down. I can't remember his name. Barris or something his name is. Barris, is that the name? I can't remember. What I'll do is I'll try and put it up on chat when I can figure it out, unless someone knows and puts it in chat here. But I can't remember. But it is written on the bottom of that base, but I'm not about to turn the gremlin upside down. If there was a original Tron Light Cycle model or Tron Legacy, I'm sure I've seen a light cycle, and I'm sure I've seen something in the works for a light cycle that actually lights up as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see more of that, Grim. I think Disney has got a Tron ride opening, or it's open now. When Tron comes back on the scene, I'm sure it will get bigger, because Disney didn't really push Tron when it came out. They missed a trick with the merchandising. There's hardly any merchandising for Tron now. PCT didn't spend 300,000 not to continue selling the builds, exactly. But I don't think PCT would be doing the distribution, Todd. It's got to be another company that they're selling it to, because they want some return on that investment, I'm guessing. They still want to make it, don't they? So, GDPR, Chris, I know you're going to be. As a sole provider, had to write a schedule to prove I taught myself all the new rules and book courses for myself to attend the report. I mean, wasn't it unlimited fine or something? Something stupid, or a percentage of your gross income? I don't know. But has anyone actually ever been done for the GDPR breaches? I don't think they have. I think they get warnings and that's about it. I've never seen any high profile cases going through the courts. You finished binge watching the F40. That was the bane of my life. Oh, I'm glad you've just said that, Chris. Right, the F40. Do you remember the electrics? Okay, the electrics all work in mine. Okay, and this is why. To turn the electrics on, I'm guessing what they wanted you to do was push the on button, like the starter, which starts the engine, which it does on mine, and then you can operate the lights and the brake pedal and all that. All of that works on mine. But there's a big flaw, and it's partly the reason I'm never going to use it. That on mine, when you push the starter motor and then you operate the other buttons, it all works. But if you take your finger off that starter, nothing works. Now, the problem is the starter's the other side of the steering wheel. So you've got to get one finger in there, which is hard enough as it is, then your other finger in there to try and operate the headlights and the brake lights and the accelerator. It's just a living nightmare. Now, I don't know if it's meant to do that or not, but that button, which sort of engages it, I'm sure you should be able to push it once and it stays on, and push it again and it turns off. Mine, you have to just keep it depressed. So there you go. And also the lights as well. When you push the lights, the headlights come on, and you push it again and then the main beam comes on. Push it again and then just the headlights. So, but it'd be impossible to film unless I have a static camera, because I need all of my fingers inside the door to try and do that. If you've got big hands, it's a wipeout. You're not going to be able to do it. Nothing about Ecto 1, DeLorean, Enterprise, Wooden Titanic, or Eleanor. Is that them all? Yeah, I don't understand. I'd be sure if other things get picked up. That's one thing. I think they're going to struggle with the Eleanor as well because the licensing for that is a nightmare anyway. It's got it's documented how bad some of the licensing issues are for that Eleanor Mustang. But yeah, I'll be surprised about the Enterprise, I have to say. No, I'd like the Enterprise build to continue, but not the way it was going, because it needed to be built before it was actually put up in metal. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I saw that, Todd. But he must know that there's issues. He can't just say it's putting it together wrong. Because you know as well as I do, we took all the electrics out and tried to put the panels on and still had light leaks. Especially the worst one was in the bridge section. Not the bridge section, the bottleneck section. The Cobra neck section. Just on the sides where the little lights were flashing. There's no way that could be hidden. No way. No matter how good you put that in, you'd need to put some sort of blanking material behind there. You'd love to go, but you're not taking Russell. You can go. You just need to get the time off work. I told you that. I gave Mrs. It was because Mrs. rolled away into school teacher. She can't get time off to go to because Wanderfest next year is actually a week later than it was this year. So whereas she got to see the very first day, like the day before, she didn't even get to see the convention. She was actually still on holiday from school. But obviously next year she's not going to be there at all. Now she is allowed time off school for the following reasons: if she's been invited to a royal garden party, we've been looking at everything, but. What, there were some funky ones in there, wasn't there? I know Lou went ages ago. I'm always behind on chat. It's because I'm yabbering on and on and on and on. I'm a flocker. You're tempted to visit Louisville in February for a farm show. Bergdish, you should come in June next year and come to Wanderfest. It's fun. Yes, Russell is the one I did a live stream with. He's a good guy, bless him. We have a lot of fun. We did the West Highland Way about 4 times, me and him, and that was just a crazy time, big time. I'm sure we did have a video on the channel once, but I don't think it's still there. I think that was on another account that no longer exists. I should flock the chair I sit in. That'll take a lot of flock. That flocking stuff gets everywhere, Mark. Absolutely everywhere. Even don't matter how much, preparation you do, putting it in a box, I'm still like moving a mat and you've got a line of the red flock around the outside. Crazy. We could flock the Enterprise. That's an idea, Alex. I did get a look at that Optimus Prime as well. Now, you got to remember that, Howard, I'm glad you just triggered me to say that the pictures that you saw of the Optimus Prime is only a prototype. It's flat paints and everything. The one we're getting is metal with all the metallic paint and all of that. And for that reason, because I wanted to talk about prototypes, the Lancaster bomber, people were saying about the wing drop, and I don't know if you noticed there's print lines on the dam. It's because it's a prototype. It isn't even out, the Lancaster bomber. The final one's not going to be like that. I guarantee that. But I have got parts 2 and 3 to pick up tomorrow, so I'm going to put them together and hopefully that'll be on the channel next week. Neo, a robot about £6,000. Oh my god. Asimo, that's it. Asimo, thank you. Asimo, that's what. Ralph Little is the main detective. That's right. He's the new one, though, isn't he? Before him was the other guy. I mean, they've gotten through God knows how many detectives now. Even the detectives get fed up on that little island. Oh, he did kill someone in the last episode. I didn't know that. So what? Did they bang him up? Does he go to jail? You need to fill me in on that. You never told me this, Mrs. Rodawayne. Wow. That's news to me. That's crazy. I need to watch that episode. That's a bittersweet ending if they just say, oh, all these murders you solved and that's it. You're done, mate. You're going to jail. You love British humour. Monty Python, Dad's Army and Red Dwarf. It's all good. Big fan of Blackadder and Only Fools and Horses as well. That's my epitome of British humour. When people mention British humour, I think they think Benny Hill. But me, it's like you said, it's the Monty Python, Red Dwarf. You were named after Scott. Is it Bakula or Bakula? I've always called him Bakula, but I'm probably butchering that name. What I'm going to do, I'm hoping to do it next week, Keith. I do have it here. So I don't think there's much to do in it, though, I have to say. As a matter of fact, because I've completed so many builds, I don't know if you can see this. Look, my workstation's actually clear over there now. It's very rarely like that. Very rarely. Did you watch Andor? You know, before the live stream started tonight, I watched about the first 10 minutes of it. So it started slow, to be honest with you, but I will watch the rest after stream. I'm disappointed. Yeah, no, the Ladder 9 fire truck, I've had it for about a week, but with everything else we've had to build at the moment, and plus I don't want to release videos where people are still waiting for those boxes to come. So when I know people have got them, then I'll release the videos. Yeah, it would be a good twist, wouldn't it? I love a good twist. I loved Fight Club for the twist in that. I never saw that coming, that, you know, the narrator was Tyler Durden. And The Game, has anyone, that's the other David Fincher one, The Game with Michael Douglas, that had a brilliant twist at the end as well. Hello, Robert. We're just finishing up. What have you been up to? Thank you, Marcus. Yes, Bruce Willis retired for health reasons. That's true. You like the Tron films? Did you like the new ones, though? The reboot? I wasn't a big fan of the reboot one, I have to say. Tron Legacy or something, wasn't it? You spoke with Eligor, who makes the element. They said that the licensor was on board to continue to build. Well, that's good. But then, again, it's the distributor. Who's going to distribute it? I don't know. Hello, Will. How's it going? You're going to... Well, I said, look at this amazing gremlin with his glasses on now. Really happy with that. The other package hasn't arrived, Will. I really hope it hasn't got damaged. I've got your other bits, but the yeah, that one hasn't arrived. But saying that, I've got your other bits. I've stored them safely, and I don't know where I've put them. I'm sure they'll turn up, but yeah, the other big box hasn't come yet. So, but once it's come, I'll get in touch with you about that. You don't do queuing. In November, they have the Nail show, NAIL show in Louisville. That's where they have people from all over the country bring their livestock to show. It's crazy to see at times. Really? Wow. You just threw me there now. That just completely threw me. Bacula. So it is Bacula. So it's not Bacula, it's Bacula. Thank you, Greg. Bacula. I'll remember that. Like Dracula, but Bacula. I love Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf was... I think every season did it for me, except season 7. Season 7 can just disappear. I hated season 7, but the rest of them I loved. I love season 8 with the Canaries. And even the spin-offs, you know, the... I've got one of the films here, actually, as well. But, yeah, all good. This is Quantum Leap. You're absolutely right. I'm very random with these chat. I'm just scrolling up for the chat. I mean, the message here that you just sent was from 2051. So I'm only 4 minutes behind on chat. Normally by here. It goes, oh, Pyro dies. Pyro dies. Pyro sounds like a dragon. Pyro. Someone please teach me how to say Pyro. Can someone put it phonetically on the screen for me? Pyro. Pyro. Your schoolmate is Lord Percy. Really? That's Tim McInnery. No way. Tim McInnery. Yard. He's been in loads of things, Chris. I love Tim McInnery. Mrs. Welder Wayne, she's been ill lately. That's why she hasn't been a builder. She wants to finish that QP house off. And then the world's her oyster after that. So give her time to get better. And then I think you wanted to do it this Saturday, didn't you? And get one out probably for next week. We'll look into that. A History of Violence. Now, is that the one from Viggo Mortensen? I've seen that as well. Brilliant. Brilliant movie. If that's the one you're on about. I don't think it's 20 years old, though. If it is, I've... 2005. It's still a long time ago. 2005 that came out. Yeah, Viggo Mortensen. It's a good film. I enjoyed that. Oh, you've been here for ages. Like Duckula. Dwayne Debler. Hello, Satan's Mothers. You all right, James? You name one of your cats. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Dwayne Debler. Wayne Dibley, they call it. Poirot. Thank you. Poirot. I can say it. Poirot. Am I saying it wrong, Chris? Here we go. Tim McInerney. I thought it was McInerney. Tim McInerney. I'm so hopeless when it comes to pronunciations. Tim McInerney. Right, thank you. Tim McInerney and Poirot. We're good. I never learned French in school, so try to pronounce French for me. Bonjour. Toi? Is that right? Bonjour, toi? Because we only learned German in school. So French is completely lost on me. I know the Je m'appelle Wayne and Je t'adore. That's it. That's the knowledge of French I have, unfortunately. But it's strange because not many schools teach German now. It's normally Spanish and French. But yeah, we only ever learned German. Back to Reality was a brilliant one. I do like the one where they're in the Western as well. And they get the virus. Falling Down with Michael Douglas. I love that film. You can't say pyro either. Poirot. People have told me Poirot. You speak 5 languages fluently. I tell you what, I watched this guy on TikTok who can speak God knows how many languages. And I find it fascinating. I think it's amazing. I think they should learn languages a lot earlier in stages in school. We started to learn German in the first year of high school, so I would have been 11. But I reckon languages should be taught a lot earlier than that. Oh, is that what that means? Bonjour. I'm pronouncing it wrong. But good night, Le Montage. I tried. If I butchered that, I apologise. But listen, it's been a fun old stream tonight, apart from the technical difficulties at the start. Remember, tomorrow I'm going to be starting the Valentino Rossi Take 2 build. We're going to get it finished this time. And next week we will have the Ford GT, Titanic, Fire Truck. Just looking what I've got on the floor down here. And others. We'll have to see how that goes. Oh, and the Lancaster Bomber, because I'll be picking that up tomorrow as well. But thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been fun. I'm hoping that I can end the stream properly tonight because I don't know how long the delay is on this. So that's why I just sit here smiling and looking pretty. Anyway, listen, take care, everyone. See you later.